Hi, Sadie. I hope you had a great time at the coast and that you're enjoying Miami before you head out to the Dominican Republic. And I just wanted to explain your presents before you open them. So, first of all, I wanted to show you a couple of things that I did when I was traveling. I lived in France for a while, a couple of times, and then I lived in South Africa for a while. And every time I go somewhere, I try to keep a journal and I try to do some drawing and some writing so that I can help remember my time there. So I wanted to show you a couple of things. First, this is my journal from one of my journals from when I was in France. And basically, it's just a big book, and I write a whole bunch of stuff in it. Sometimes I write in English, sometimes I wrote in French. And I would put things like my train tickets in there, or little bits of stuff from museums or any place that I traveled. I would put something in there. And if people wrote me letters or postcards, I would tape those in there too. This day I got a lot of letters and postcards. That was a good day. And I wrote and I wrote and I wrote, and I tried to write every day so that I would remember everything. But I can't always write every day. And when I was in South Africa, I was there for a whole year, so I didn't get a chance to write every single day. But this is one of six sketchbooks or journals that I kept. So in this one, I tried to draw every day too. So you can see I drew a sunset. Actually, no, that was the sunrise when I was flying there. And I had some plane tickets. And I would try to draw every day. That was at the beach. And then sometimes I would draw things that I could see. Like here, I was drawing the mountain near where I was staying. And sometimes I would try to just draw things made up out of my imagination. So here I was drawing what I thought it would look like if a bunch of beach umbrellas went to the beach but no people did. And the beach umbrellas just had a day off and they could go to the beach and relax all by themselves and not have to worry about keeping anybody protected from the sun. They could just enjoy themselves. So that was that one. And then I also would write, you can see here, I would write little poems each day too. Little things that I would think about. Maybe it was based on somebody that I saw. Maybe it was based on a person that I met, or a place that I got to go, or a really pretty sky that I got to see, or something like that. I would always try to write a little bit every day. So I wanted to give you your own sketchbook, your own journal, and then you can keep track of what you see and do and think when you're in the Dominican Republic too. So it's a blank book, and there are no lines on it. You can do whatever you want. You can write, you can draw, you can tape things in, you can cut things out, you can do whatever you'd like. I'm also going to give you these blank pieces of paper that you could use if you're maybe out and you see something cool. They're a little bit easier to carry around because they're smaller than a big sketchbook. But you could draw something or write something down, and then you could go back and tape them into your sketchbook if you wanted to. I also wanted to explain the art materials that I got for you. So these are a little bit different than the ones that I got for you because these are crayons, but yours are colored pencils. But it works the same way. So here is a piece of paper, and you basically can draw whatever you want. Let's say I want to draw a big pink circle like this. Okay. And maybe I want some blue squiggles coming out of the circle. Like that. Okay. Then you're going to take this paintbrush, and this is a really cool brush because it's not just a normal paintbrush, it's called a water brush because you can put water inside of it. You can't really see it in there very well yet, but you can put water inside of it, and you do that by unscrewing this part here, and then you can put this in a cup of water and go squeeze it. I just got water on my computer. You squeeze it, and then the water shoots up into this canister here. So then you screw it back on, and you take the top off, and you can see the brush here, or this part of the brush here. And then anytime you squeeze it just a little bit, I'll show you here. water comes out. So what that means is when you're traveling and you're out and about doing cool things, you don't need to have a whole thing of water with you if you want to do watercolor. You can just use this brush and the water's already there. So the cool thing, so this is with the crayons, but your colored pencils are going to work the same way. If you add water to them, you can kind of see that it begins to kind of blend. So you can probably see it better with the pink here. And that makes it look like you've used watercolor paint. So that's a little bit easier to do than getting out a whole thing of watercolors and some water and a separate paintbrush, all when you're out and about. That's easy sometimes to do when you're at home, but when you're maybe going to visit a cool place, or if you're at a friend's house or something like that, that might be a little trickier. So this is an easy way to do some painting. So I hope that makes sense. Feel free to ask me any questions if you want. And I would love to see any art that you make while you're there. I hope you have the best time. I'm so excited to keep in touch with you. And yeah, please send me any letters or questions or emails or texts. I don't know if we can text. I'm not really sure about that. But we can talk on Skype or on the video as well. And yes, I miss you a lot, and I hope that I get to see you soon. Even if it's not in person, I get to see you on the computer. Okay, bye Sadie, I love you.